Okay, I'm waiting on everyone to come in. Hey, Laquitha. Hey, Rhoda. Hey, guys. How you guys doing? Just waiting for a couple of more people to come on the live. I have Danny on the other side here. I'm going to wait to bring them in once I get a couple more people into the chat. All right, guys. Let's get in here and do this thing. Just hold on a second. Let me just put a little music on, and then I'll be right back. Hey, Mr. Geechie, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Glad. I'm so glad you. That's good. That's good. So, thank you so much for accepting my invitation to be my special guest today.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Hollis, Queens.
Hey.
Yep, PS 118, no doubt. From Farmers, you already know 112th Road. Hold on. Oh, just decline. Okay. Other than that, grew up, I grew up in Jehovah's Witness, as you already know.
Yeah, I got published your book right here. Got your book right here.
You got my book right there.
Yes, I
do. That's what's up. So yeah, I published a book, wrote a book called The Kingdom Hall No More back in 2008, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing hip hop, living hip hop for years. I was down with ZULUNATION back in '83. I started collecting tapes of all the park jams, all the parties up in the Bronx and in Harlem. And I started rhyming around 83, 84 as well. So yeah, I've been, living hip hop. And as I got older, I moved away from New York and went out west, and then relocated to Atlanta, stayed there for a couple of years, and went through, the challenges of life where we all go through. And 5 years ago, almost 5 years now, I lost everything in Atlanta, and I, decided to relocate back to New York after, losing everything, and pretty much, coming back home to live my dream, to do what I, love to do, and I wanted to be successful in. Where, years, I was told that I couldn't, live what I wanted and do what I wanted to do and be successful at it. So, I took a chance, and I believed to have some faith in God to come back up to New York. And here I am 5 years later. Now I'm the executive director of the Hip-Hop Museum in DC. I'm also the Generation Hip-Hop Global brand ambassador that's based out of Cape Town, South Africa. Mm-hmm. And I'm also the brand ambassador for Wit Fanatics. They do antique car shows in Queens. Mm-hmm. And wow, let's see what else.
You got a lot of your plate.
I'm going to be the brand ambassador for a classic New York beer and wine. It's a beer company out of China, but they have headquarters in Sunnyside, Long Island City, and Queens, New York. Mm-hmm. So that's coming up. And I'm working on some exciting new things coming up for 2021. So get ready. There's some big things coming.
Awesome. Everybody wants to know, your friend, who they want to know. It's because when you get a call coming in, it makes your volume go down if you're on there.
Yeah, that's what happened. I got to go back out and come back in.
Oh, yeah, you have to come out and come back in. Yes, definitely.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, all righty. All right, guys, he got a call and it kind of knocked him out. Now he's going to come back in. So y'all heard a little bit about his background, where he, all the things that he's doing. I mean, he gave you a candid, honest information of his beginning.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, got it. I was going back. You know what? Let's talk about your book for a minute. Then we're going to talk about the other stuff, the hip hop. Okay. What was the reason why you decided to write this book?
I had a lot of that stuff built up in me over the years. And as I got older, I feeling like, resentment, bitterness.
Resentment of being in the Kingdom Hall? Or?
Yeah, because I always felt like I got a raw deal with my mother.
Okay.
With the Jehovah's Witness, because she's a Jehovah's Witness. And this is the life that she wanted me to be in. And I felt like, I wanted to live the life that I wanted to do. I wanted to live and do hip hop.
Okay. And
pursue my dreams. And I always felt like she had to want, hands up on that, on my dreams, and felt like that I took a back seat to what I wanted to do. And I always felt that her involvement and the Jehovah's Witness and the Kingdom Hall, their involvement in that played a big role on where I was at in life, so to speak.
Okay, so were you excommunicated in the Jehovah's Witness?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How did that come about? I know I read the book, but tell your audience about how did that come about?
Well, my mother, that was, just like I said, my mother wanted that life for me. I was just content going to the Kingdom Hall until, I 18, 19 years old and, leave on my own accord. And if I wanted to, become a Jehovah's Witness, or if that was something that I wanted to do, I wanted to do as my free will to do.
Okay.
And I wasn't allowed that. I wasn't allowed to become a Jehovah's Witness on my free will. It was a situation where my mother gave me an ultimatum to become a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. And I always felt like that was wrong completely. And all those years of that, it built up in me. And I wanted to release it. And I didn't know any other way but to write a book. Okay. It was therapeutic for me to do. And as I started writing the book, I felt like, okay, this is all this anger coming out on paper. In the beginning, in the first, few chapters, it was a lot of anger. And as I started writing, it got better. All of it was started pouring out on paper. And as it got down to the middle chapters and the chapters towards the end of the book, I felt like a lot, all that pressure, all that stress, all that resentment that I had towards my mother and, you know, the Jehovah's Witness in the Kingdom Hall was coming out. And I felt, you know, I felt great about that. You know, it was joyful to get that out of me because I wanted to have some freedom.
Okay.
I wanted to have something. I wanted to have that out of me because I felt like I was stuck spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people back then, I was on spiritual vacation. I was on spiritual vacation.
Okay.
I was on vacation spiritually because I didn't know what direction to go. I didn't know anything else but Jehovah's Witness, the Kingdom Hall. I didn't know anything about church or the cross or other doctrines or other Bible translations. So I started to explore and I started going to church. And you know, as I was going to church and as I was evolving, as I was learning, as I was growing, I found out some things about, you know, about myself and some things about, you know, how my mother operates and how the doctrine. And I wanted to say, hey, if I want to be a Jehovah's Witness, and if I wanted to return back in a good standing, that's something that I should have on my free will to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to. I never wanted to be a Jehovah's Witness. You know, I had no problem going because you have to go when you know, when you living on your parents' roof, you have to go. Mm-hmm. So I went. And then as I got older, I felt like it should have been my decision to make. And it wasn't.
You know what I was seeing? A lot of artists like Michael Jackson, Prince, all of them were under the Jehovah's Witness umbrella. Let me just use that as a word. And I noticed that why is that? Even because I know there's some restriction of, you know, about money and worldly things that Jehovah's Witness prohibits. So why is it that those two seem like they were so great? And there's a lot of people from the Jehovah's Witness faith that are in the entertainment industry.
Well, the Jehovah's Witnesses organization discourages college, higher. They don't. Let me rephrase that. They discourage higher education.
Ooh, I didn't know.
In other words, you know, high school, trade school, that's fine. But when you were talking about PhD, masters, they don't want you to be involved with higher education. At least that's what it was back then when I was coming up in the 70s. Okay. I don't know how it is today.
Okay.
That's what how it was. It was, the doctrine was, when I was going to the Kingdom Hall, I was discouraged in going to military. I was discouraged into, you know, blood transfusions and going into the entertainment. You know, despite Michael Jackson was a Jehovah's Witness and his mother was, but my wife is.
She wants to give her.
My wife used to go to the Kingdom Hall too.
Oh, she was. Okay.
But she's telling me one thing. But I'm telling her from what I was raised up on in the 70s and 74, 75, what I was told and what I was taught. So that was what I was told. I was told that Armageddon was coming in 1975, and at the end of the world, everybody from the dead was coming back to life out the graveyard. So it was no use. It was no purpose of going to pursue higher education because the end of the world was going to come in 1975. So that's what I was taught. And that's what was told from the organization at that time. So it was no reason to pursue, to do more, because the end of the world was going to come. This system that we now know is going to be an end.
Gotcha.
So there was no reason for you to go back to college to pursue to be a doctor or to be this or be that, because this system of that we now know it as won't be here like that no more.
Okay.
So that's what the organization of Jehovah's Witnesses was putting out publicly back in 1973 and 74. And when that didn't happen in 1975, so a lot of people left the organization in 1975. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the, the doctrine wasn't taken serious
Gotcha.
among folks because they already, said one thing and it didn't happen.
Okay.
And so that's what I was told, and that's what I was raised up on. Now I think I've been told it's not the same. Things have changed.
Do you ever think you want to go back? You ever think of going back? Oh, okay. No. Okay.
I have no interest in going back to the kickball. No.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to our next topic. Everybody wants to know about the hip hop world.
Yes.
And I know for a fact that one of your closest friends is LL Cool J. Is that correct?
Yes.
Am I correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about how you and LL became friends and. Well, did you travel with them? Did you? We want to know it all.
We're not like tight friends.
Okay.
We're friends because we grew up together and we had dealings with each other and we share the same passion, which is hip hop.
Okay. And did you ever battle him?
Yes, I did battle him.
Okay.
I went at him one time. I did a sneak attack move. Mm-hmm. That didn't necessarily involve him in the battle. I just went at him, and then he came to the party after the fact. We didn't battle that evening, and we had some words. We didn't fight, but it was a shoving match, and like I said, we had some words. And then the next time I seen him was a couple weeks later. I seen him, and then we had some words and we chopped it up and we shook hands and we was cool. And then another time later on, shortly after that, we battled at the game room off Farmers Boulevard. There was a game room over by, I think it was Ilion or Jordan. I think it was Jordan Avenue by the corner, by the fish market. Mm-hmm. There was a game room right there and we battled in the back of the game room. I went first and then he went and then I lost that battle. He got at me. And we've been friends ever since. He'll call me occasionally to this day.
I see him. You and him are Instagram friends. I saw he follows you. I was like, okay.
Yes. We're cool. Big shout out to LL Cool J and Rock the Bells, his team, his wife Simone, and his family. I got nothing but love for LL. And I want to be able to. Live my dream just as well as he lived his. And I'm proud of that he was able to, despite all the adversaries and all the obstacles and the challenges he was able to overcome. And, now that he's living his dream, making his dream a reality, so respect to that. And, big shout out to him for that.
Okay.
I want to do the same thing too. I want to live my dream too.
When last time you talked to him? The people want to know.
I think in the spring.
Okay.
I spoke to him.
Okay. So
we text here and there.
Does he do a lot of stuff in the community now in New York and in Hollis area where
he does his basketball tournament that he does in August every year in Econo Park. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does that. Like I say, he gives back to the community.
Do he do the battles? Is he still doing that kind of stuff in the neighborhood or anything like that?
The only thing he does in the neighborhood is the basketball tournament.
Okay. That
he does in Econo Park every year at the end of August. In fact, for the whole month of August, he does that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the museum. How did that come about? And what is the stuff that they have at the museum? Is it part of the Black History Museum in DC or is it separate?
No. Separate, yes.
Okay, where is
this museum? Is called the Hip-Hop Museum Pop-Up Experience. It's based out in Washington DC, mm-hmm. And a brother by the name of Jeremy Beaver. He's the CEO of the museum Pop-Up Experience. He reached out to me on Facebook, and I started providing him with audio clips for his museum situation, pop-up experiences, induction ceremony that he has. And so I started out as the audio archivist, I guess you want to say. Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where he's like, yo, you bring so much more to the table. Why don't you just become our executive director over the museum? I said, sure, no problem. So that's how that situation happened. And I've been in that position for about 16 months now. And, we've gotten Waterbed Kev from the L Brothers, Fantastic Five, Wild Style inducted. I got the original Funky Four inducted. I got the Jazzy Five MCs from Soundview, the Bronx inducted. I did my first tape and flyer exhibit this past October. So I've done some stuff, that I do what I do. I network people with Jeremy and the team. Big shout out to Jaquan, our historian, Red Summer and Christine and Neil and Cortez. The Vic, you know what I'm saying? So, we're doing what we do in DC, and so far so good. We got a lot of things in store for 2021. So you gotta watch out, you gotta follow me, you gotta, check us out, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So you said the museum. What is the other thing that you said that you do with the hip hop culture? I mean, is it new school or just old school hip hop that you
it's hip hop. It's hip hop. Okay. It's not, not old, but not new, but it's hip hop.
Okay. Okay.
Now I'm the brand ambassador for Generation Hip Hop Global, which is based out of it's a hip hop or a global organization that's based out of Cape Town, South Africa. So big shout out to Terrence Barry. He reached out to me on Facebook, and his assistant or executive director reached out to me as well, Raquel in Spain. So big shout out to her, and thought there would be a good idea for me to be a brand ambassador for their organization. And let's try to do some global iconic events. Hold on.
Yeah. Gotta call it in. Yeah, you gotta call it in.
Okay, I gotta come back in. Somebody
come back in. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
All righty. Happy birthday, Dom. Happy birthday. Okay, let me stop. Happy birthday, Dom. Guys, hold on a second. He's coming back. He's getting calls left and right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah, so the chairman of Generation Hip Hop Global is Ndabi Mandela. That's Nelson Mandela's grandson.
Okay.
So it was a wonderful opportunity that they reached out to me and have me connected with Ndabi, so we can do something iconic and do something global where our influence with community events and try to try to attack some of the social ills in this country and other parts of the world using hip hop as the forum.
Okay, so are you in connected with, I mean, is it just you or is it everyone that's part of the hip hop culture that's connected with South Africa to come together into this?
We have representatives all over the world. We involved in 66 countries.
Oh, okay.
So we have break dancers, we have graffiti artists, we have MCs, DJs, and myself as the brand ambassador. We have other individuals involved, living hip hop, involved with our organization all over the world. Okay. So this is a global situation that I'm involved with. And soon as the travel restrictions lighten up and COVID, dies down some, hopefully soon, and Darby will be able to travel to New York. And when he comes to New York, I'm going to bring him to Queens.
Okay.
And we're going to do a press conference at The Rock on Farmers Boulevard and Liberty Avenue, right there on the corner where that Rock is at. We're going to do a press conference.
Okay. Awesome. We have a quite a few people in the chat. Anybody have any questions? Because I don't think they send me any questions in the chat. So let's see. Let me put the link in of those who wants to come in to the chat. Hold on a second. Just bear with me.
Okay, so yeah, so that's what's going on with Generational Hip Hop Global. You know, so I'm really happy for them reaching out to me on Facebook and think that, you know, my influence on social media can help some social ills and some causes in this world. So I you know, that was really nice of them to do that, and I'm humbled by that. That's really nice. And Dobby's a real smart young man, and you know, his grandfather, as we all know, Nelson Mandela, was a humanity icon, international icon, and you know, for his grandson to, you know, to reach out to me, I think that was really nice of him to do, and I'm commended. That's a commendable thing. I feel great to be working with them, you know. So, you know, big shout out to and Dobby Mandela and Terrence Barry and you know, Raquel. So yeah, very, you know, we got a lot of good things coming up with that as
what are
well.
some of the good things that you have coming up, you know, as far as dealing with South Africa?
Well, it's not just for South Africa. It's going to New York. All the communities, country, they got social ills. Every urban communities have social ills, and there's bigotry going on and racism going on in this world. And we're going to use hip hop to tackle that on a global level, not just Hollis, Queens level, not just Detroit or Chicago or LA or you know, in London or South Africa, but we want to do it on an international level. Gotcha. Yes. So yeah, again, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, working with them next year with that. And like I said, hopefully when this COVID lightens up some, I could be able to, you know, travel, and they would and Dobby be able to travel, you know.
Yeah.
I also the brand ambassador for Wit Fanatics, which is an antique car organization that's in Queens in New York. Mm-hmm. And I'm a brand ambassador for them. So I wear their shirts and hoodies, and going to be doing a lot of things, wonderful things with them in the upcoming new year. Okay. And wow, you know, it's just God has been really good to me in the last 5 years, and I got so much more. I got I'm also the executive director for partnership and content for Fly TV. So big shout out to Marlon Flip. I bring, you know, new content on to our distribution TV company, which is Fly TV. Mm-hmm. And we have an NBA show currently on now. We have it's an NBA talk show. Mm-hmm. We're gonna have a show involving Mama Jones, Jim Jones' mother. We have we just signed on DJ Envy to do a show with us, and of course my show, you know, the Geechie Dan Hip Hop Tape Show, is going to, you know, start doing pilots for the show for the network next year as well.
Awesome. I have a question for you. Elizabeth says, do you think there's some? Oh, she says, do you think is some of best upcoming artists? Who do you think? I'm sorry. Who do you think is the best upcoming artist as far as hip hop?
Oh wow! I think Drake is phenomenal. I think he's a great artist. I really don't follow a lot of the new guys too much because of what they saying. The message that they putting out is not really something that's the most positive messages that I've been hearing from them. You know, my thing has always been, you know, whatever I do or whatever I'm involved with, or organization or brand that I'm involved with, I like to see hip hop win across the board. you know, without all the, you know, the negativity and the ignorance.
Okay.
And, you know, lately I've been hearing what I've been hearing and seeing on, you know, radio and TV is the worst of hip hop, not the best of hip hop. So I wanted to see artists, today's artists, this generation, do better music. And I think that if they reach back to us icons and legends and individuals that started hip hop, we started this culture, I think this generation can do better music. I think they could put out better content and make better songs and kind of bridge the gap for what was to what is. I realize that this generation is doing what they do, you know. I salute this generation for, you know, doing what they're doing. I just think they just need to be more diverse. And I just think that there's a bigger topic matter to talk about and make songs about, to oppose to hearing the same topic matter, same subject matter all the time in all these songs.
And what's that topic matter that they sing about now? You
know, the drugs and the guns and the liquor and all that ignorant. You know, this world needs to hear the best of hip hop, not the bottom of the barrel.
I agree with you. But you know that's what's making the money right now, especially.
Hold on.
Okay, another call. He got another call, y'all. This man gets calls all the time. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Are you guys enjoying the interview I'm having with Mr. Geechie? Yeah, Diana, you're right. Less violence on the rap. Oh, here he come again. Hold on, y'all.
Sorry, I apologize.
You're a busy man. I understand your calls comes all the time.
That was a spam call that time.
It was. Okay. You were talking about the type of music that's going on right now as far as the hip hop. And I asked you what's some of the topic, and you said the violence and
that we there's a whole lot of other subject matters, topic matters that we can talk about, we can write songs about, we can rap about, than hearing the same old out of these artists in this new generation. The gangs, the colors, and the liquor, the drugs, the girls, the money, the Bentley. You know, that there's a whole lot of other subject topics we could talk about and rhyme about.
Yeah, just like back in the days, you had the Public Enemy, and they gave messages. There was a lot of messages being given in the.
It was more diverse.
Yeah,
you know, you had Bismarcky with the comedy. You had Fresh Prince. You had De La Soul that was doing that type of style of music, of rap. You had X-Clan. You had Hammer. You had Ice-T. You had NWA. You had Tupac. You had other artists doing different styles. They brought different flavor to the table. Now you only hear one. You don't hear no different flavors. You only hear one flavor, or you only hear one style. Everybody sounded like, you know, South, like the South. Everybody from New York sounds like the South.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know, New York MCs from New York don't even sound like New York MCs no more. Everybody sounds like they from Georgia or from Alabama or Louisiana. Anywhere else out besides New York.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolutely right. Before you knew who was West Coast, you knew who was East Coast. There was a difference. Who was from the South?
Now you can't. The West. You hear somebody now, it's like everybody sounds the same.
Yeah,
and everybody's rhyming the same, and they saying the same thing that everybody else is saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
So you know, the world is not hearing the best of hip hop.
You're right. You're
absolutely. They're getting the bottom of the barrel, the bottom, way on the bottom of the barrel.
And you know, somebody was telling me the other day that the music that's playing now, 20 years from now, you probably won't even hear. You won't even know who it is, the artist. But
there's no classics. There's nothing iconic about the music we hearing today.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, 40 years from now, would anybody know anything about Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole, and And these other people, I don't even know who. Every day is a new rapper. Every time I turn around, there's somebody new. Every month, I'm hearing music or somebody's new name, and I'm like, who's this dude? Or who's that dude? Or who's this chick?
It's true.
Like, huh? And they're not saying nothing.
They're not.
Everybody's saying the same thing. I can't. Why can't somebody make a record saying, F Trump? They said F police, F the police. Why can't we sing why we can't have a song that says F Trump or just impeach the president?
Look,
why we can't say impeach Trump?
This opinion of my guest is not my opinion, so I cannot.
Why can't they say why we can't make subject matter like songs like that? Impeach the president. When we can talk about those type of songs that was geared for President Nixon in the 70s, why can't it be relevant for today for this president that we have now in office? When he only got a month left, but what I'm trying to say is we could have been wrote in the last 4 years. You can mean to tell me we can't write something about this president to get him out of office? So my thing is, again, let's create some classic hits, some iconic hits, something global. Why we gotta keep talking about stuff in the hood? Like nobody leaves the hood. I'm like, you serious? This is 2021.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Why can't we just
Yeah, let's write some better songs, y'all.
Chappelle said there's a song called F Trump. Donald Trump.
When did it come out? Must be something new. It should have been done 4 years ago. If it was going to be done, it should have been done. If that was just one artist, we need, of all the artists that's out, why does it only have to be one artist to say something irrelevant and meaningful and positive, to opposed to 100 artists saying the same thing over and over and over and over?
Yeah.
How many more songs we gonna keep talking about the same old nonsense?
Yeah, I agree with you. 100% on that one.
Yeah. So big salute to the dude that wrote F Trump.
You are terrible.
Yo, it is what it is, yo. Yo, just write some better songs, man. That's all I'm saying. Try to make my job easier.
Your job is to basically put it out there, huh?
Yeah. Let's.
So as far as collaboration, do you have anybody that you collaborate with? Because I was looking at your your Facebook channel as well as your IG, and I see that you was having certain people being featured. Are they part of your collaboration, or what is?
What do you mean featured?
Well, I see a couple of different artists that's on your
Yeah, that's what
old school.
Well, those are the artists I've met in passing. Old school, because I have a tape show, the Geechie Dan Hip Hop Tape Show, where I play tapes of all our hip hop icons and legends, and then I interview the icons or legends that's on the tape.
Oh, okay.
So that's probably what you see. What you see is pictures of me with them.
Yeah, I do. I see a lot of pictures with you with them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe they were collaborating with you. No, you're just doing an interview based on the music that you play for them.
Right, for the tapes. That's respectfully, I got the tapes. I got approximately 500 tapes of parties and.
Here's my question: do those tapes ever get onto CDs because they're on tape? Okay.
Yes, they all on CD and on MP3.
Oh, okay.
All of them, yes. So when I say tapes, I mean they've been converted over to CD and MP3.
So those are tapes that you were doing like years and years ago, and
yes, those are the tapes that I collected since I was a teenager.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, so all the years that I've been collecting of all the I had a comic book collection, I had a baseball card collection, I had a stamp collection, and I had a tape collection. So the only thing that was able to survive this day is my tape collection. I lost my stamp collection, I lost my comic book collection, and I lost my baseball card collection.
Oh wow, they might have been worth a lot of money now. So your tape collection,
especially my stamp collection. Yeah.
Are they trying to buy your tape collections? Is anybody trying to buy? They trying to buy your tape collection since it's like way back in the days?
Yeah. People will swap or trade, but for the most part, I did lose some tapes over the years, but I was able to get those tapes back from my sources. I can't reveal my sources, but I was able to get
killers, right?
most of the jams that I got back. Most of them. There's maybe about 10 or 20 of them that I haven't got back yet, but I'm working on it.
So the jams, is like back in the days when they used to have the block party jams.
Yes.
Oh God, man, that's memories.
Yeah, I have tapes of park jams at O'Connell Park, Jamaica Park, 40 Projects Park, Lincoln Park, Baisley Park. I got tapes from.
Can we hear a little bit of it? Can we hear a little bit of it? Just a tad.
Not right now.
He said, "Not right now." Oh,
yeah, not right now because I got to set that up. That's gonna take a minute.
Okay. Also, Lovely says, "Wow, she has them too. She has those. So I guess she has those tapes from back in the days too."
Yeah. So I got tapes from Harlem World, the T Connection, Fantasia, the Encore, Jamaica Armory, the Roller Dome on Jamaica Avenue, Sparkles, Roller Castle in Long Island. I got jams from Savoy Manor, Ecstasy Garage. I got park jams from 123 Park up in Soundview in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
So I got all those jams and block parties, and I got a block party with LL. I'm getting some block party tapes from someone we grew up with on 112th Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
From 1984, 1985. So I'm getting them. I'm going to be getting them real soon.
Okay. And someone just asked a question for you about LL. She asked, "Is LL coming out with another CD?"
Yes, he is. He's just, as I was told, he re-signed with Def Jam to do another album with them. So he's working on. Yes, he's working with Q-Tip, I believe, on some projects for some songs that he's doing right now with Q-Tip. Q-Tip is producing, some songs for him.
So who's Q-Tip? You know me, I don't know those people.
Q-Tip from Linden Boulevard, Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, okay.
I know you don't know. You forgot who Q-Tip was?
I forgot everybody.
Wow. You've been in Georgia too long.
I know.
Ooh, Lord.
I forgot everybody. Oh, so somebody said,
huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was going to tell you something.
Yeah. So I've been collecting. I lost all my other, all the other, stuff that I was collecting, all my collector items with that. But I still got I was able to hold on to my tapes and convert them over to, like I said, the CD and MP3. So, I got probably the only other person that got more tapes than me, or more jams or MP3s of me of these parties is Bismarcky.
Oh, he still has them?
Yeah, he has them. Yeah, we talk about every 3-4 months before he got sick. We call each other up and we play tapes of what we have, of what he have and what I have, and we'll talk about them. We'd be on the phone for 2-3 hours having a good time.
Wow, I haven't heard Bismarcky in a long time. Yeah.
Prayers up to Biz, because he's not doing well, but prayers up to Bismarcky. Hope he gets better and get back better. Get back to being Bismarcky and doing what he do.
And you had COVID, didn't you? You were sick also at one point.
No.
Oh, you didn't have COVID?
No.
Oh, thank God. Ooh, I thought it was you that had COVID.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, thank God.
Trina said, "How's Biz doing?" So you just answer. He's not feeling well. He's not doing well.
No, he's not doing well. He's he's still recovering. He did have a diabetic coma, a stroke, and so his speech is the way he communicates is he's not able to communicate well right now.
Oh wow.
So we wish, we hope, we pray that he gets better.
Definitely.
So let's all keep Bismarck in prayer. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up to Biz.
Yeah. Well, if anybody have any questions, I don't want, because I see you looking up. That means it's almost that time.
Yes.
Look, I know that look. Okay. If anybody have any questions for Mr. Geechie Dan, anybody have any questions?
Anybody got any questions? No questions. No questions.
Well, he has given us his time. It's I was only going to do 30 minutes, and he gave us 46 minutes. So we truly appreciate you, Danny. If you keep looking over there, okay.
See, there you go.
All right, guys. Okay, wait a minute. He says, "Did you do any work with DMX?"
No, never.
Never.
I never even met him.
He never met him.
Never met him.
Okay.
Heard he was a good dude. Heard he was a good brother, but I never met him. I'm sure we'll meet him soon.
What's that about? What about the guy that has a raspy voice like him? I forgot what his name
was.
Jaru, yeah.
Yeah, he's from Hollis.
Have you ever met him?
Yes, I met Jaru several times. I know his family.
How often do you go to Queens, they ask?
Probably every once a month.
Once a month, he said. What about what's his name? 50 Cent. Are you in contact with 50 Cent?
No, I have a friend that knows him, and actually he's supposed to be reaching out to 50 Cent for me.
Mm-hmm.
And supposed to do some business with him. So I'm still waiting for my homeboy to give me an update on 50 Cent's availability so we can talk.
Okay.
And I had that conversation with our mutual friend about a week ago, actually.
Okay.
So hopefully, me and 50 Cent can discuss some business and chop it up,
Okay. Well, anyway, Dan, thank you so much for your time. I know you have to go. You're busy, man, because your phone keeps ringing and ringing. So, but I appreciate you for your time, and tell your wife hello and everything. And I will talk to you another time. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for inviting me, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. It's snowing up.
It's snowing there?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
right, you keep the snow over there, okay? Because I already know my Georgia weather, okay?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Take care, everybody. Enjoy it. Thank you, everybody, for listening and tuning in. All right. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you. All right. Have a good one. Okay,
you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. He's finished now because he has a tight schedule. So I'm going to close this out, and then I'll be back in about another hour because I'm going to play some of the things I told you about in regards to Aaliyah. You guys are going to be very, very surprised at something I have to show you guys. You're going to be surprised. But I'll see you in an hour, okay? All right, because I don't want to mix the two lives together. All right, later. Bye.